It's minicamp and OTA season, and today we're looking at the Denver Broncos and getting another look at Bo Nix, and we're dropping the buffet today so you can get a good look at him, watching him throw the rock around and connecting with his receivers. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at practice from rookie camp to OTAs to minicamp, soon training camp. We're looking at what these players are doing behind the scenes, your rookies, your quarterback battles, how guys are progressing, and soon you're drafting these guys in fantasy football, and we talk fantasy football. Click that button. Stop missing out. Today we're looking at Bo Nix. We also talk about the peripherals. If you know what that word means, other players, other things with the team, what I'm finding from social media, beat writers, whatever. Here we go. We're going to loop this, keep talking ball, but we got 9.5 minutes, so we might just get through the whole video here. Franklin catching some balls there. Bo Nix. You want to hear what I'm hearing or seeing, reading, whatever? That he's looking faster. He's picking up the game. From what I'm gathering from clips, from what I'm gathering from the last video I did, it looks like he's got more command of the offense. It looks like he's got more command. Looks like he's taking leadership role. He's getting all the reps. Last year, if you remember, it was a quarterback battle against the mids. And they were keeping score, which quarterbacks were winning it. He was winning most of them, especially once we got the joint practices. He smoked them. Now we're getting the reps. We're getting the reps, more opportunity. That's something to look forward to when we're looking at second-year, third-year quarterbacks, is sometimes starting off, they're sharing the reps while the coaches are trying to decide when to start the guy. And now, once they're the guy, they're getting reps like they're the guy. He's the guy now. He's getting reps like the guy and looks as if he's the guy, and they're expanding the playbook towards him. And the reports from what I'm reading from the beat writers is that he's looking quicker. He's sounding quicker. The coaches are talking him up like he's progressing. Another thing, Courtland Sutton right there. He's going to be nasty this year. Courtland Sutton, as long as he's healthy, on the field, him and Bo Nix, that's going to be a good 1-2 combo. But Evan Engram is liking what he sees from Bo Nix as well. I've read that account from him. Evan Ingram's going to fit perfectly in this offense. Because like I've been saying, and like what you've seen, Bo Nix will live to play the next down and will not push it over the top. He might a little bit more as he's getting more comfortable, but he's a very smart quarterback that doesn't throw picks. And you're going to catch targets going to the short to intermediate to Evan Engram. Evan Ingram's a new threat here on this offense, and that's going to fit very well with Bo Nix. Very well with how he plays the game. Also, Bo Nix and Courtland Sutton connection. That's going to be a masterpiece. You added RJ Harvey. You added J.K. Dobbins to the mix here. You got more weapons here. You got Bryant in the draft. Good athleticism. A good metric scout wide receiver. A good money ball play. Franklin going into another year with the team and has history with Nix at Oregon. I like Bo Nix. The thing about Bo Nix is he was just like another draft prospect to me. But then he was like catching hate online, hate for him being a first-round pick, people doubting him, and then paying attention to him during these videos. During training camp, really, when things were ramping up, watching the battle every day and relaying it to you guys. It was kind of like Rocky Balboa versus Ivan Drago. And just hearing the jeers, hearing the cheers, hearing like the masses of like the fantasy football community in general doubting this kid. When the masses doubt a player or really doubt anybody, I kind of like wish for them to do well because I'm a positive person and I just want to fight that. Bo Nix won last year. Bo Nix did well, and I know Broncos fans are agreeing with me on that, and I just started rooting for him more and more. And see what I'm seeing? This is what I was seeing earlier. Just taking it to his own. Just owning the team. Doing more than being more than the rookie. Being more than what he is, and he's doing more than just managing. We're not just getting by. That's the thing. You have a good veteran wide receiver with Courtland Sutton. Now, if you're looking at this for fantasy football, you get a little rushing floor to Bo Nix, and he had his moments last year where he was trending up as a guy to pick up off waivers in fantasy football. We're going into another season here where we're the guy. or second year. I would expect a little bit more. I think Courtland Sutton, for the price, is going to be a good value. I think that's a good value stack. If you're looking for value stacks, I'm talking DFS. I'm talking best ball. I'm talking about fantasy players who are looking for cheaper stacks. He's a good, cheaper quarterback if you're stacking wide receivers and running backs and start your draft and you do not want to pull the trigger on one of the more expensive quarterbacks. He's a good young quarterback here that's probably going to keep this team afloat enough to where this team's not going to be in the picture of drafting a young quarterback anytime soon. They got that defense. They added to the run game. They're adding pieces to this team. Evan Ingram's going to be a good veteran for this team. The accounts from what they're seeing in camp are looking good. He had a good rookie season. The odds of them being in place of drafting at the top of the draft next year aren't very good. Middle of the road-ish at worst. You got that defense. They added players to the defense, and they're added to the run game. They've added to the run game. You got a quarterback here that does not make many mistakes. Like, he may not be the flashiest, but he's not going to make many mistakes. The mistakes and turnovers can get you into turnover jail, which could lead you to spiraling out of control. And the odds of that happening with Bo Nix, even with him being, this is an older clip. I know an older clip when I see that's an older clip. Bombs over Baghdad, though. Boom. Boom, getting it out. Rather safe. So if you're looking at him for Dynasty Fantasy Football, look at it in those terms. Price-wise for a young quarterback and with promise. Right now, it's more liquid. I would say still kind of expensive. Young quarterbacks are expensive. Like, if you're into RJ Harvey, for RJ Harvey to go off, that's going to help Bo Nix a bit. And then Courtland Sutton in all fantasy formats is cheap, where he's pretty easily, if healthy, for a full season. And it's been a while since those injuries were really hitting really hard. And he had a rough patch of his career. Just the air yards, targets downfield, the depth of target. That's going to be money for him. It always is. Courtland Sutton's a very underrated wide receiver, good ball skills in those regards. We're seeing Bo Nix take the bull by the horns here. RJ Harvey looking thick. A good receiving option. Dobbins, good receiving option. Older vets. His injury history crops up. It is what it is. You don't need him as the main running back. Audric Estime. Saw an article on him about how he favors certain run schemes. But I look for him to be like that utility running back that you use in short yardage goal line. Very decorated running back prospect from Notre Dame. People forget that. Fell in the draft a little bit. For the way the NFL game is played, these days, it doesn't really fit. But as a weapon for short yardage goal line, or when you need him to hammer out a lot of touches, say you got running back fragility going on, injuries at the running back position, which happens because that's what happens at the running back position, which is higher than most positions or a lot other skilled positions. That's something to pay attention to. He's a good running back with good vision. Not like he's Ashton Genty or anything, but you catch my drift. RJ Harvey could be an X factor. I think Evan Engram could be an X factor here. I think Franklin, watching him, you got Vele too. You got some interesting pieces, but Franklin here, if he could take a step forward, he's a good prospect, good production coming out of Oregon. Just getting him in space. He doesn't have to be the guy. Bo Nix targets him a lot. Per route, he targets him a lot. That's what I mean. Like, there was times during out his rookie season last year, both of them, that Nix was looking his way, because of the report, about 20 to 22% of his routes ran, he was getting targets, which is very high considering he wasn't on the field that much. And on top of that, him being a rookie, that report was kicking in there. But he's stepping up, taking over this offense. I'm excited for Bo Nix and what he's going to do on the field here in 2025. what's he going to be doing, how he's going to be looking like, because this is a prospect, not just upside, but he's taking command of the offense. This was a player a lot of people said that, hey, this is going to be an auto bust or whatever. They didn't like his prospect profile, but he's very experienced coming out of college. That I think a lot of people took for granted, and that's going to help. And he's already taken the bull by the horns, like I already said. Let me know what you think in the comments below and hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.